War in Europe. Let's take a look at the live pictures right now coming from the capital city of Kyiv. Russian forces moving forward, attacking cities and military bases in day 2 of the invasion.
Ukraine's capital city is on alert this morning.
And it is under siege. This as the president of the country pleads for international help. CBS 4's Bradley Blackburn is live for us at the United Nations with what is next on the diplomatic front. Bradley, what are we learning?
Candice Maribel, we know that Kyiv is the clear target in this second day of attacks by Russia. Ukrainian officials say that missile attacks have happened at Kyiv. Russian troops are approaching, and there are reports that Russian forces may actually already be on the ground in the capital city. Ukraine's president says regime change is the clear goal here and that he is the #1 target. Russian forces appear to be converging on Kyiv. Air raid sirens sounded in the Ukrainian capital this morning, followed by reports of explosions across the city. Residents were told to take shelter as world leaders braced for Kyiv to fall.
This is the opening salvo of a massive invasion, and we see this continuing and threatening Kyiv and threatening other major cities in Ukraine.
While it's difficult to verify casualty numbers, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said 137 Ukrainians were killed during the first day of the invasion, and he insists civilians are being targeted. Russian leader Vladimir Putin pressed ahead with the offensive despite widespread condemnation and growing economic sanctions. Diplomats called for an immediate end to the hostilities.
I repeat my appeal from last night to President Putin. Stop the military operation. Bring the troops back to Russia.
President Biden blamed Russia for launching what he called a war without cause.
Putin is the aggressor. Putin chose this war, and now he and his country will bear the consequences.
The White House says 80% of Russia's banking assets are now subject to sanctions. And as for that $20 million from here at the United Nations, it will go mostly to eastern Ukraine to assist civilians that have been hard hit with things like shelter and food. But Candice Maribel, you can imagine that it will only just begin to address the need.
There is a lot of need right there in Ukraine. Bradley, thank you.